My bureaucracy is just getting, like, worse and worse and worse. And that tech didn't really seem to do anything. What the fuck? Oh, the landowners want to start a revolution. But it's only in Scania, and, well, Scania and here. That's not a lot. Enactment time, homesteading. Oh, this is a good roll right here. Who's this? Class Nordstrom? The agitator. But he's not even here, is he? Well, I guess he's helping it. Because he's here. Okay. Rural folk, I mean, they're already happy, so they don't need to be happier. But I guess, sure, let's just go for the max success chance right there. Well, I went for homesteading anyway, and I may have pissed off my landowners a bit. Well, they're building the glassworks over here?
That happens sometime.
Yeah. I've totally been forgetting I own Gotland. I don't even know what I could build there. It never tells me I could build anything there. It's very small. There's not a lot you could do there. I think I need to, like, get rid of a level of institution from something. Like, we have just too much, I guess. Something has to lower. Realistically, it could be colonial affairs, or, I don't know. I kind of would like to lower their strength here. I don't want to lower the education access. The colonizing stuff doesn't matter as much. Let me just lower this. That's such a long time to change that, though. We have like 8% tax waste right now. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna just change both of these down because I don't. Well, hold on. No. Wait a minute. That's right. I totally forgot. There's a building that affects this that I could go for instead. That I haven't been going for because of like paper or something. The government administration. That's right. I changed 2 of these over. It just consumes more paper. That's right. I gotta learn this game better. I can swap this over to secular and standardized. It's gonna make paper more expensive, but we just built a paper mill there, so there you go. That solved the problem. Great. See, I just gotta learn the game better. It's very confusing. It is a very confusing game, certainly. Certainly. And this is using the sulfur. This is the other one that's using the sulfur as well, so that can definitely have a lot of good production. We need more of the sulfur. Tooling workshops in Gotland. Thanks for building those for me. A fort in a sea of anger. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal at Surveilland. Oh god. No relief is sent. Arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. Relief column. Sourceman pops will become a little more radical. Office pops become more radical if we don't do anything. I guess... Oh, geez, this is a weird one. I guess we'll just do this one. A relief column, escalate tensions. Yeah. I don't think that worked out at all. I think that went exactly the way we wouldn't want it to go. I didn't think... It didn't say they'd be radicalized by this shit, bro. I didn't think they'd start a revolution over it. But they don't have enough power to take the whole country with them, at least. So that's cool. But we do have buildings there that they might fuck up a little bit. Like these tooling workshops the private industry is investing in. And my goddamn coal mines that I'm building right now. I'm left a power block. I don't think I care about that. Enact homesteading. Okay, cool. Well, now that I started enacting homesteading, the other guy showed up. He's like, alright, let's turn this into a movement. But I'm still probably going to have a civil war. Because goddamn landowners trying to hoard their power.
Always the same.
Yeah, I play Japan, landowners. I play Sweden, landowners. Goddamn landowners. This one level of the coal thing won't be enough in the long run either, so we will eventually need another one. I'll queue it up, I guess, but I don't think there's any point to, because again, this civil war is going to take place there. So I don't really know how that's going to go. Progress of civil war can be changed based on how we treat the Church of Sweden, who are happy enough right now. I'd like to stop it from happening if possible, so I'll just do this. Try to push it off. We got homesteading into consideration already. That's good. Although I don't think there is any preventing this. It's moving pretty quickly. Russian-French rivalry. I thought that was already a thing. Yeah, I could make my own power block and just have it be like me and my vassals or whatever. I don't know if there's any point to this though, really. They give me a little more authority. I don't really need that, honestly. Landers are no longer powerful, they are influential. What the hell does that mean? Heavy-handedness. What does this mean? Some guy should stand down. Who's Oscar? This took an enemy in the Industrialists, accusing them of false charges. The king. The king should step down? Stand down? The bedfellows may not be so accommodating. What the hell is all this? It'll progress the Civil War, and the landowners and industrialists will get kind of buffed. I don't really want the leader to step down. His child is interest group landowners, so... Shrug. Interest group pop attraction. What is it? Well, we'll just roll the dice, I see, on this one, I suppose, because I don't really want that to happen. That's even worse than dealing with a rebellion. A rebellion's going to be a nuisance. Absolute annoyance, but the thing in front of me is that they're putting in front of me is definitely worse. Oh shit, I'm running out of money again. Ugh. Let me get rid of these naval bases that are queued up for right now. And maybe even just get rid of some more naval things in general. Because they're expensive. Svealand, Scania. I can't get rid of that because that's going to be on their side. Scania, yeah, no, it's all fucking Scania. I just can't get rid of anything because, okay, I just can't get rid of anything when there's a revolution. Doesn't matter where it is, whether it's going to be loyal or not. A clause is coming to town. Interest group approval for, I guess, the rural folk and success chance. Or have it go potentially... approval go to the intelligista or the landowners. I'd rather that one. That one makes more sense to me. Yeah. This isn't gonna finish before this revolution starts. Wait, negative progress will be added at next checkpoint? Oh gosh, what? Oh hey, it's gone. Oh, I think it was the approval. I think the approval changed it. Oh my god. Oh dude, we got so lucky that I just picked that one and that they probably received the approval. I have averted civil war, baby. I'm running out of money again. God damn it. Where's the Scania one? There's Scania. We're a minor power anyway. Who cares if we lose more prestige at this point? I mean, like, does it matter? Show me. Does it matter? No. We'd have to go down to like 21. So this really doesn't matter. So, okay, go to land, Otaland, Scania, and Svealand. Okay, cool. Svealand. Okay, cool. That's all the loyal ones. So we're saving some more money now. Noteworthy amount as well, if you ask me. We're building these shipyards. The coal mines won't have to be canceled at this point, so that's nice. Foreign _ investment _ rights _ proposal _ third _ party _ break _ declined _ desk. That's what just popped up at the bottom right of my screen. Language in the classroom. What?
Yeah, same.
Assimilation, radicals, what? Assimilation, radicals from discrimination? Well, that's fine. We don't have a lot of that. We're pretty ethnocentric at the moment. Trade route removed. Hardwood trade route, Swedish market. Ports no longer reachable to somewhere. Indonesia, I think. Oh my, look at this. Well, I should definitely get homesteading then, and I'm avoiding civil war, which is always great. Who the fuck are the Kutai? Just some random independent power way the fuck out here. Okay. And what the hell, I guess just because I'm in the region. Although they won't take my help. Just the revolt would ever take my help. Diplomatic pact, trade agreement, garbage. I'm not doing anything for you. So did we build that first coal mine? We did. We did build that first coal mine, it looks like. If I go to coal mines, yep, that is built. They're not really doing anything, but coal mine. Now, if I go ahead and swap this to start using coal, that should get coal to start building. And that should get more iron coming our way, doubled from this singular mine. And then the next one, oh god. The next one at Gotland would also have enough, technically. So I could swap that one as well. I might give it a moment. And then it's the final one where we have like 7 in Surveilland as well. Per level, I think that's 7. So I'd need like 70. So I would need even more than this amount of coal mines, honestly. We can't even fill the fucking jobs, apparently. Can't even fill the jobs. But every level of this is like 40. Yeah, so 40, 80. We would need like 3 levels of this. This is the only place we can really put it, so we might as well put it there, I guess. I don't know how tools are doing. We keep getting tools built by the AI, so I haven't really been looking at it all that much. I mean, in general, it doesn't look too bad, no matter where I look. At least, you know, in my nation, proper, there's also Norway. It kind of shows where it would be profitable, I suppose. I assume that's what these colors mean. I don't know. Norland might need it. Surveilland would be the most profitable place to put it. Certainly. Well, actually, technically, yeah, no, right here in Eastern Norway is the most profitable place for me to build any in general. All the tooling workshops are using the wrought iron tools, so that's good. We have a glassworks that was built now. What does this use? Lead. We don't make lead. But we do have a glassworks. I doubt it's building very much, because nothing is using glass. It can build 30 per level. Again, it was built in such a weird place. Such a weird place. But I know there's some things that, like this uses glass. Right here, the urban centers, that uses glass. Oh, and we can have gas street lights. Oh, that's pretty nice. That uses coal. That's more reason to, you know, we just need a bunch of coal, apparently. So I just found a bunch of things in my nation that can just be improved if I just build a fuck ton of coal, essentially. I just need a fuck ton of coal. That's what I've learned.
Yep, coal is very important.
Yeah, that's what I've gotten to. It's like, oh, this thing needs coal. Oh, that thing needs coal. I could use coal for this and that and this. Great. Crystal glass is unlocked. That's not anything I was actually researching, but yay. Yeah, we still make so much meat, so I haven't upped our production capacity for meat like this whole time. Do we make any profit off of meat from anybody? The Prussian market? No bureaucracy costs? Sure. Sure, let's go for that. Meat's just pretty easy to get. That's why I just haven't started using tools on it, because I figured, why bother? Wasn't one of the reasons I started doing this as well because I wanted to build a fertilizer plant? Yeah, because that needs more iron as well. That's a whole nother thing. So, Jesus. And then it also needs sulfur, so don't even get me started on sulfur. You know, there's only one sulfur plant, and it's built in Norway, and it's not even owned by me directly. Like, I could change this, but I guess I can't, because, well, it's not in my nation. So that would be a big reason why, yeah. I might need to build some more sulfur in general, just in Norway, though they can't even support that much of it with their population, it seems like. I finally built up my land force kind of to where it was at the beginning of the game, so that's nice. My navy is a lot weaker than it was at the beginning of the game, but I have the land army. I mean, I don't know, like theoretically, I could possibly go for Denmark. My fleet is still stronger than theirs. It's just like if anybody else gets involved. And also, however, now that I kind of lost my power ranking, my prestige, I can no longer just try to puppet them. I have to just go for conquering states, of which they only have 2. So as far as I'm aware, I could try to conquer one state, and then like the left one, I can just add it on, for example, right?
Sorry, I was placing units.
Like, if I try to conquer a state from someone, I can just add a second one on pretty easily. Like, what does that need?
Yeah, you only get add infamy to your reputation.
Well, that's not too bad. Because, yeah, I could go for... I have a military that could go for Denmark. I think the biggest thing is I would probably somewhat want your assistance to make sure nobody else gets involved.
I'm kind of in a war with China.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be right now, but I'm just saying that I got my military to where it needs to be, technically.
Okay.
God, the prestige cap required to be a major power has gone up tremendously. Fuck. That's scary. Hey, but I have homesteading! Woo! Take that,
Yeah.
landowners! Get fucked, nerds! They just lost so much power. Holy crap, my government's about to not be shit soon. It's been forever. I need to start appointing something else now. There's not a lot of remotely easy things to implement at this point in general. Yeah, not with this government setup anyway. The industrialists don't want this. I mean, this would be nice. This would help everybody with standard of living. It'd be better than private. Private is better than nothing, but this would be better than private. This is helping the petite bourgeoisie who are in power. And the biggest problem here is that I'd have to put the Church of Sweden in power for this to go anywhere. And I'd have to, like, get rid of the Intelligista maybe for that. And we just hit, oh, come on, I just hit legitimate government, and I'm already encountering things where, like, I want to implement laws, but I can't because other problems. God damn it. Why? Why is it like this? I'm having to implement so many laws where, like, the wealthy get all the benefits. Ugh.
Well, it's that time period.
Ugh. Things should start changing a lot now, though. You know, this healthcare stuff is where you got a lot of pollution effects reductions. Well, I could take advantage of the power of the Church of Sweden for right now to try to pass a law that I want. We'd lose some loyalists, get some radicals, but I mean, it's small numbers right now anyway, so you can't make all four of them work.
For today, by the way.
Well, actually, you can make all four of them work. I think I will make all four of them work. Okay. Let me just start something so I don't forget. I'm gonna try to pass public health insurance. I already have private, but I want public before the Church of Sweden becomes completely irrelevant. Alright. That is it for today. I think when we left off, you were invading China.
I really don't remember.
Yeah, the East India Company is doing a landing. And I think you are too. Or no, you already did a landing. So it's been about a month since we played this save. We've been playing a lot more of Where I Am Japan, which is certainly going to post before this based on how things are going. I don't fully remember everything we were doing in Sweden, but I did learn a lot since we last played. I've gone ahead and canceled my road maintenance here, put on another consumption tax. It's for wine to try to get my money in the positive because I noticed we're having some money issues. There's a lot of things we have to change on this list. I've done some looking around. Not a lot in the way of actually changing things. I do see we're queued up with some shipyards in Surveyland, which are capital, probably because I wanted some more, what's it called, infrastructure. We don't have railways yet, but that's pretty close up on our research. And I know it's a lot of work. I can go ahead and, if I find the ports, I can change them over to cargo ports. I haven't done that. And then probably increase research. Well, no, I have done that everywhere except Gotland. I don't know why Gotland is different. But we'll go ahead and swap that over. Get that where it needs to be. I went ahead and optimized a little bit of my trade. Canceled some things that weren't doing so well, such as like an extra meat thing. Also, we were exporting soft logs. We don't really need to do that. So I got rid of that as well. Now that we have more experience with investment agreements, you want to have an investment agreement?
You sure?
Why not?
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I proposed a mutual investment agreement.
I accept it.
Time for Sweden to go wild. And for the Brits to make money off of the Swedes. I see we were getting the coal mines up next. There's a lot of things we need to activate that are going to require coal. So we'll be going on that. I know we got to get steel and some other things rolling along. Hopefully, private British investment leads to advancement in this realm in our country. The colonization I've started, I don't entirely know how I feel about. It's just kind of all over the place. It's going at the speed of snail. In some places, it's not going at all because we don't have active interests, actually. Declare interests. All 4 are currently used. I think I will take an interest out of Finland and put that into South Africa so that can continue at its snail's pace because it was not actually progressing, even though, you know, this progress is pretty bad so long as malaria is there. We don't need anything in Finland. That's not really necessary. The convoys are increasing certain trade routes that we already have active, so they'll be a little more self-sufficient, that's for sure. The thing we're lowest on is iron, and then there's like furniture. None of this is quite as bad as I was dealing with in my Japan game, though, so this is a lot better off in general. You see, the universities can be made better. paper is not something we have a lot of, but it would speed up our research and qualifications would get better. That sounds pretty nice, even though, again, we don't necessarily have enough paper. It'll trade laborers for clerks. I'll go ahead and do it, which is going to make that difficult. It's going to make that a little bit difficult. Also, it makes money a little bit difficult, but it's okay. We can fix that up, no problem. I can import paper for not a terrible price from the Prussian market. That can help tide that over for right now. As that port gets built, which I think it's already built now, yeah. We'll have access to a bit more in the way of convoys to use as well. Money is still not really doing amazing. I don't really have any consumption taxes I can enact to make this better, necessarily. Something simple like porcelain we'll just have to do. It's a luxury item. It'll barely get me anything, but it'll help. I might have to pause construction a little bit. It's funny because we only have like 3 construction sectors, and we don't make a whole lot, but our private industry is pretty active in building anyway. It's building very slowly because we have such little construction that we can afford. We did go into credit, so I chose to pause the government construction for a second. It looks like the private investment pool actually is capable of maintaining like the full 25, even though, you know, the government is not. So that's good. So we can make sure we're always building something. China's starting to look very British.
Just like it should be.
Hell yeah, brother.
If America's not bringing freedom, I will.
Well, America brings it to the Japs. Belgium joined the British Empire bloc.
Yeah.
Damn. I still need to get Denmark. I need to get the money to be able to build up a functioning military to like hit the next power tier, ideally. The next prestige tier. So that I can just enforce being a puppet on Denmark. That would be the best way to do that. I could conquer everything, but that's probably less optimal. Hey, I got nationalism. Next up, railways. I forget why I put nationalism there. I think I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. But we got that, so that's cool. That gives me some authority to mess around with, at least. Now we're going for the railways. We're automatically going to get general staff, which is going to give me the skirmish infantry, which I know are pretty important to get. But we are going for the railways. And what else do I know now that I didn't know before? I guess the importance of getting stuff like nitroglycerin into dynamite. Although, that is, like, nitroglycerin, I don't know if, especially as Sweden, where we don't necessarily have a lot of population, I don't know if I should really rush into that or not. At the very least, we do have migration, and so that's something good. I think we will go for, oh shit, nitroglycerin after railways, because that could end up being pretty helpful. It raises mortality, but it's not like insane or whatever. We're still trying to get public health insurance. I can piss off the industrialists, but they're already kind of angry. Oh, but if I hear them out, then our chances drop. This 20% chance up is too good to say no to. And losing 10% would make this kind of dead in the water, so we kind of just have to go with it. Anti-Russian society offers opportunity. What do you want me to do? Sign a trade agreement with France to counter Russian interests. How the hell are we going to do that, though? I don't understand. What about this other one? Gotland Political Union. Political strength movement. Okay. 5 years, 10% universal pop political strength. Which one is Gotland? Is that... Oh, is that... Bro, who even lives there? Does anybody even live there? It's very unpopulated. So, yeah, sure. Take your political power. I don't really care. Faith knows no borders. Church of Sweden gains approval and strength. Or Intelligista gains approval. The church is already really strong. The church, 5 years. I mean, the church is what we need for this. Grand Duchy of Finland. I mean, okay. Sure. Yeah, I don't want the church to be uber powerful, but actually that helps me pass this law, so why not? A trade agreement with France. I mean, I wouldn't mind. And the industrialists are in that. But how am I going to make that happen? I mean, sure. Does it automatically do it? No, lobby opportunity. Use their connections. Create an opportunity. What happened? Oh, you
I
won?
China.
Oh, you have a lot of stuff there now that's unincorporated. That's a bit more than a treaty port. What all did you get?
Shazhou, that
Pro-French lobbies.
that province.
Oh, so just the whole... Okay. I could use more influence, I guess. Otherwise, I don't know how this is going to work.
Reproduction for of China.
It basically raises the chance. That's what it's doing. It's raising the chance by a lot, but still they don't want to say yes. I have a trade agreement with Prussia. And defensive pact with them. Okay, I forgot I had a defensive pact with Prussia. I guess that's useful because they're right next to me. Means I'd have to less worry about France anyway. I'm going to resume my construction. It's been off for a moment. I'm going to let like the current queue just sort of play out, and then we're going to go from there, essentially. I do know we could use a lead mine for something. It's not like uber important, but we could technically use one. We can only place it in Surveyland. It's the only place for it. Which is, I don't know how good that actually is at this point. Because we are pushing the infrastructure of what can be in this location. We also need fertilizer, which needs iron and sulfur. There's a lot of things we could use right now. Insufficient healthcare support. Might not have sufficient bureaucrats for the establishment. I think we do. Put what we can together. During the enactment of next law, bureaucracy reduced. Enact state religion. That doesn't sound good. So I might lose a bunch of success chance, or just during the next law, 15% bureaucracy loss. That doesn't sound amazing. The next law, not this law. During enactment of the next law. Does that mean this one, or does that mean the next one? I don't really know what this is saying.
Already it's loading in.
I'm going to pick this one and hope for the best. Alright, well, the next law counts as this law for some reason. That's terrible wording, so we're negative on bureaucracy, but it is temporary. One thing I don't make any of is sulfur. I can set up a trade route with the Brits for that right now. We don't need it. It's not, like, super necessary. But when I go to my construction and I look at sulfur, domestic only Swedish states... This list is a lot larger now that I can see Britain, but I guess Norway can make some into the market, so that's something, I suppose. And I think that's where, yeah, we already had one set up. We can just try to rely on Norway, but that's not necessarily entirely useful. I'll leave that trade route active for right now. It's only 5 convoys, very small amount. Just trying to prepare for if we do build, say, a fertilizer plant. That could end up being very useful. As we get the coal built, we'll definitely unlock the ability, go to domestic, to have a fertilizer plant, which can then make a lot of other things start working very well. And I could put this in any number of places. Ideally places that have infrastructure though, right? Honestly, there's not a lot of infrastructure no matter where I look, no matter where I go. And if we think about local prices... It's like, where are we getting the iron from? Mostly in Surveyland. So ideally, because that's all going to swap over, we probably just place it here. And if it doesn't end up having enough, it doesn't end up having enough, you know, we'll figure it out, maybe build some more ports. The railways are being researched, so that's good. Hey, the Brits private industry finally started making something in my country. Finally, and it's coal mines. It's coal mines in Scania, which I already have 3 of those queued up. Nice. Probably because this also has the atmospheric engine pump. Well, every coal mine is going to have that, I suppose, because I've already picked it as the default. This is what I want to spread, is the atmospheric engine pump to all the mines, make it way more productive.